Good afternoon guys, Andrew here. After spending 5 days in Cuba, taking several tours, I want to share my experience, the process, how to get to Cuba as an American, and basically share and give my honest review regarding traveling to Cuba, how safe it is and all process. Let me show you the street and I'm going to talk about everything. So I arrived 5 days ago. As most of you know, I live in Chicago, Illinois, in USA, and I always wanted to come to Cuba, but I was afraid that it's not safe, the process is too complicated. But after doing my research, just find out that it's very easy. You just need to follow the step and you should be good to go. As an American, basically there are 12 categories that you must come, and when you buying your tickets you must declare your no thank you, and basically you must select those 12 categories, and the most popular one is support Cuban people. Basically the other name of coming here as a tourist, you won't say as a tourist, you say that you are here for support of Cuban people. So that is exactly the category that I came, and that is exactly what I did. I stayed in Airbnb, I used Cuban services, and used the tour guides. So I support the Cuban people. Sorry about the music, guys. Yep, this is the reality Cuban people living. I been again here for 5 days. For a moment I didn't feel unsafe. People are super friendly and I had a great time. So again, the process for coming: first you need to buy your ticket, and then when you buy your ticket, there are a few American airlines that offer coming to Cuba. American Airlines, Southwest, United. I came with the Southwest, and it was easy. My ticket was around $400, and the good things about the Southwest is one of the requirements coming to the Cuba, you must have health insurance, and part of the health insurance cost, it's included with your airline ticket. So when you purchase your ticket, you scroll down the emails that they send you, it says medical insurance, and basically if you need to go and see a doctor, basically you must carry your boarding pass, and that basically shows that you have medical insurance if you have to go and see a doctor. As you may know or may not, the Cuban has the best doctor, dentists, doctors. So if you need to, it's a good place to go and see a doctor, and it's cheap too. Hopefully you don't have to see any doctor in here, or you have a good time. And the other part of the process is it's the health insurance. And again, if you're coming with the European, I'm not sure how that works, but if you're using the American Airlines, the cost of medical insurance included with your ticket. And if you figure the insurance, the next part is the QR code, or declaration form. Basically the form is asking you if you are vaccinated, your flight information, if you are carrying anything that needs to be declared. You put the info on that, and at the end you generate the QR code, and you can have it in your email and show it at the immigration. The first thing that before we board the plane, we have to show that we have that QR code, and then the first things that we land in the airport was actually that they scanned that QR code. Then we went and see the immigration officer. And then the border crossing in Cuba, I was so afraid, to be honest with you, but The process was the easiest border crossings that I had. After a lady scanned my QR code, I went and stayed in the line, and I got to see the officer. The officer greeted me with a smile, asking me how spelling my name, and he told me to look at the camera right here, and that was it. She told me welcome, and that was it. But the funny part of the entry into the country at the airport, you know, usually when you exit, especially in the Caribbean island, when you exit, they scan your body, they search your bags and everything. So after we passed, excuse me, after we passed, we saw there is a X-ray machine, and we had to put our bags, take the bulb off. Basically, you want to go through the security. The security was at the end, so I went and scanned my body, basically with the scanner, and then the lady asked me what I have inside my backpack, and I had everything in my backpack: camera equipment, laptop, iPad, everything. And as you know, the Cubans speak Spanish, but the Spanish that is speaking here in Cuba, they're speaking very fast. I know the basic Spanish, but I do not understand anything. So when she asked me, I give him a look. I told him, huh? And then she told, oh, you don't speak Spanish. I told him, I'm sorry, I don't. And she laughed and said, what do you have in your backpack? And I told her, camera, laptop, and she told me, you're good to go. And that was it. That's all I got in. So the process was really easy to get in. And I see a couple of YouTubers, they posted video and they had a hard time getting in. They were questioned at the border, but nobody asked me anything, if I'm carrying anybody, any money, if I'm carrying anything that needs to be declared, what's my job. Nobody asked me anything. And regarding the safety, I've been out at night, day. Right now I am walking only the touristic area, your approach to offer you the tours and stuff like that, but you politely told them no, and that's it. They will not bother you. Basically, está bien, no gracias, that's it. And this is one of the biggest problems in Cuba. Nobody's collecting the garbage. And according to my tour guide, basically this job is for the prisoner. So they bring the prisoner and basically work on these things, and if they don't have it, nobody's gonna come and do this kind of job. That's why they have a pile of garbage all over the place, and especially places like Caribbean and Cuba that is hot all the time. That's not good. It's not good for the people's health, but apparently nobody cares, and they just keep adding to the garbage. Do you see? In every corner it's the same thing, and nobody is removing it and keep adding to it. And the other thing, I've been to several Caribbean islands. Cuban people have been one of the most friendliest and helpful. A few days ago, one of the reasons that I came actually to Cuba was to find the birthplace of my colleague. He is 61 years old, and he was born in here 61 years ago. And he had the address and drawing on a piece of paper, and he said, before I die, I want to see the birthplace of me. So I made it a mission to go and find his birthplace and take a picture and video for him. So I went and found it, and my first day arrived in Cuba, actually, with the help of my tour guide Fernando. He was amazing. So we went and asked, so every people that we were asking, they went out of their way to show us, okay, it's this area, go to that area. So with the direction, everything, they were amazing. So we went at the end and found the place, and actually right there I sent a picture and video of the place, and my friend started crying. He said that I can't believe that I see my birthplace after 61 years. So I was glad to help with that. The second one actually didn't want to talk about this, as if I'm helping, I don't want anybody to know. But for you guys that come into Cuba and decide to come to Cuba, the country has the good doctors, but there are shortage on medication. So if you can come and bring some medication like diarrhea medications, pain relief, painkiller, and stuff like that, you are allowed to bring 10 kilograms of, or 22-23 pounds of medication. And this is what I did. I brought 8 kilograms of medication, and actually this morning I went and I gave it to the hospital, and they were so happy, the nurses. They almost worshiping me. I told them, you don't have to appreciate me, I did this with my heart. I wanted to buy a lot of souvenir. I hold on to that and I spend the money on a good stuff. So that's why I brought 8 kilograms of medication, and that is the only reason that I am talking about this, that for the people who are decided to come to the Cuba, just bring some medication, maybe 1 kilogram or some stuff, and you can go to any hospital, and I just told them, here I have medication, and I just give it to them. You have no idea how happy you will be, because again, they have a good doctor, but if there is no medication, they can't help you that much. And so that was the part that I went and I gave them medications today, because when I arrived it was on the weekend and I was busy with the tours. Today was the day to go and give it to them. Yes, okay. And the other part that I wanted to talk about is place of stay. I would suggest to book your place or on Airbnb or stay with someone, but to be honest, I didn't even feel comfortable to stay with someone. I wanted to basically do whatever I want. If I want to wake up in the middle of the night, eat or whatever, that's why I didn't want to stay with someone. But if you're in the budget, basically you can stay with someone in here. And as an American, you cannot stay basically in the hotel. There are tons of hotel, high-end hotel, but as an American you cannot stay in the state-owned hotel. And I believe because when you go inside, of course at the registration you have to show your American passport, they will not accept you. So definitely you need to stay in Airbnb, and actually that's how you come in here to support the Cuban people, because when you book your Airbnb, for example in my case, there is a person who is answering the messages. There are 2 managers that are basically running the Airbnb with the maintenance and everything, and there are also taxi drivers that take you from the airport, drop you off. Look at the room here, oh my god. And so basically you give job to several people. And when I was doing my research, I heard that the minimum salary for the people in Cuba is $20. And when I talked to Barbara this morning, and I was shocked to learn that the minimum salary for the Cuban people is actually $5. So if you're retired, your pension is $5, and that is insane. She was telling me that you go to the specific store, and some store give you, sorry about the guys, too many cars, and basically a can of food or oil, package of oil, it might cost you $2, and basically half of your salary is gone. So basically you need to have several jobs to make the living possible, because there is no way that you could live with those kind of salary. So when you come in here, you're definitely supporting the Cuban people. So you stay with the people, you get the tour guide, so you're supporting the Cuban people. So I had again great time, I had a great food, I heard there was a lot of shortages, but thankfully any restaurant that I went, all they had a great food, and all the foods that I had, they were amazing. Actually, I took 3 different tours in 3 different directions, and all were amazing, and I was so glad I did them, and I can't wait to come back here, and definitely I will be back to do more tours and see, because as you know, Cuba is the biggest Caribbean island and there are tons of things to do and learn. So I will definitely be back, maybe next year, but I will definitely be back and explore more of this magnificent island and country. And the other things I want to talk about, the currency. Online you're gonna hear there's 1 currency, 2 currency, you need to do this and that. I just want to let you know that you don't need to change your currency. I did not change my currency because anywhere you go they ask you for the dollar or euros, so you don't have to change anything unless you want to go and buy to these small stores that you see that you can buy from the windows. If you want to buy water, if you want to buy something small or juice, they will ask you for the Cuban peso. Other than that, you should be all good to go with the American or euro, and you don't have to deal with the exchange rate and being laid off by the different currency rate. As you see, when I was starting this video, a lot of people approached me and asked me for the money exchange, and I will not suggest exchanging money with these people. Most of the Airbnb people, they do the money exchange for you as well. So that was the other topic that I wanted to talk about. And regarding the tours, I will definitely suggest to take the Vinales tour, as this is amazing tour, but just want to let you know that it's not that far, but the road to Vinales are horrendous. They are so rough and they don't take care of the roads. Basically you go up and down and left and down, and it was so hard to operate the camera while the car was running. So I would definitely suggest you to take the Vinales tour and Varadero beach tour. And this is the store that I'm talking about. They will not let you to go inside. Basically anything that you need, you point and they will give it to you. Yep. Okay guys, I think that was pretty much it, and I would suggest anyone that did not travel to Cuba, come to Cuba. Cuba is safe. It's a different from any Caribbean island, and it's a magnificent experience, and this is the experience of lifetime. I would never imagine Cuba be this magnificent and amazing, and I was so glad that I decided to come and experience this. It was something that I will never forget, and I will tell you, if you are a YouTuber, if you are a solo traveler, if you are planning to visit the world, if you haven't visited Cuba, you didn't see anything, you need to come and experience this and see this with your eyes. You traveling to 1950s, you basically see things that you never see in any other countries, and I can assure you that the experience will be magnificent and something that you will never forget. And the last thing that I want to talk about this, you need to bring your butt to Cuba. That's it. That's what I wanted to tell you. The last thing, you need to come and visit Cuba, especially if you're in the US. It's very close and you don't have to do anything specific. It's very easy. And I want to suggest you one thing that I forgot about the visas. You don't need to get any visas. Basically, it's a piece of paper. I will suggest you do not buy it online, because otherwise you have to pay for the shipping and extra charge. Just buy it at the gate, and you will see behind the gate there is a lady that says Cuban visa, Cuban visa. If you don't have it, you go in there, and then it cost is just $85. So you don't have to buy it in advance or ship it to you. If you want to ship it to you, it's gonna cost more, but don't buy it in advance. Just buy it at the airport. That is what exactly did. And for filling the visa form, basically put your first and last name, date of birth, your passport number, and citizenship. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. And basically you have to keep that form. It's the pink form for American, and I believe for European it's green. Please correct me if I'm not mistaken. And that's it, pretty much. That's the only things that you need. Basically the passport, the visa, and then declaration form or that QR code, and that's all you need. And come here and enjoy this magnificent country. If you went to Mexico, you've been to all different Caribbeans, and you want to go back to them, don't go. Come to Cuba and experience this amazing country. If you regret it coming to Cuba, comment down below and I will refund your money. I am serious, because it won't be any, as all of you guys will love it. Okay guys, I am approaching to my apartment. I hope you enjoy all my videos, Cuban videos, and I hope to see all of you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Andrew here, and I will see you guys on the next video. Ciao. Let me show you guys what it gets you for $78 per night. Here's the internet, so not bad. It's a little bit weak, but it does the job. And they give me the phone. Basically I can use it as a hotspot for outside, and if I want to use the internet from my own phone, let me show you what's outside. It's not too exciting in my area, but the old Havana is 10-15 minutes walking this way, and then Malacon it's 5 blocks, and this is all will be Malacon. And then the other neighborhood called Vedado, it will be 15 minutes walking this way. And yeah, the location is very nice, and I can't wait to go out and explore. I just got a good recommendation for the dinner, so I'm gonna head out for the dinner, and let me show you the other side. So couch, silverware, also I have Amazon Prime and Netflix here as well. And here is the kitchen. I don't think so I will use and utilize the kitchen, but I might use the microwave or the cafe machine. And here's the bedroom number 1, mini bar. It comes with all different kind of stuff. And here's the bedroom number 1. That's my stuff in there. Here's the bathroom. Not too exciting. It does the job. And this is the second bedroom. So it was not if I was with someone, but that's fine. Okay, so that's what it gets you, $75 per night in Havana or Havana.